What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the TCU versus Utah college basketball matchup going down Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. And I've loaded cards all week long as we head into another stacked weekend of action. NBA and NHL, along with our $15 college hoops plays of the day. Going to have plenty of college hoops plays on the board as well. Huge college hoops card on Saturday and NFL playoffs there as well. So make sure if it's a daily pass or a long-term pass, whichever you choose to jump on, use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for a VIP experience, where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time. You'll also get us, tracking late line movement for you, trying to get you the best possible number compared to the closing lines. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if this is right for you. But let's get to this one between TCU and Utah. And TCU comes in off a 71-67 win over BYU in their last matchup to prove to 9-6 on the year, 2-2 in conference play. While the Utah Utes also at 9-6, but 1-3 in conference play after an 83-62 win over Oklahoma State in their last matchup. And the concern for me with the Utah Utes, going back some time now, has always been that they crush in the non-conference portion of their schedule and then fall apart once you get into conference play. And it's been that way for the most part since Craig Smith took over in 2022, even in the back end of the Larry Krystkowiak era, in the late 2010s, early 2020s. That was kind of what Utah basketball was. I mean, look at the last few years. I mean, Smith's first year in charge, 11-20 overall, 4-16 in conference play. So they were 7-4 going into conference play. Last year, 17-15 overall, 10-10 in conference, so 7-5. Sorry, 2 years ago. Last year, 22-15 overall, 9-11. They were 13-4 entering conference play as well, so, or around conference play. So, that's my concern, is that Utah's going to have some issues once they get into the nitty-gritty in conference. But I'm not going to shame Utah for the losses they've taken in conference play so far. Losses to Baylor, Texas Tech, Iowa State. You could call into question the strength of schedule overall this season for Utah, as they didn't necessarily have the toughest strength of schedule. And even with the games they have played against, like I said, the aforementioned teams like Texas Tech, Baylor, Iowa State, Iowa, St. Mary's, Mississippi State, they still have a strength of schedule of 214th. So they played a lot of weak teams outside of those marquee matchups, and I don't know, it won't serve them well down the road. But I will say they did look pretty good against Oklahoma State last time out. They routed the Cowboys at home, and now they go on the road to Fort Worth to take on a TCU team that I'm not all that sold on, if I'm being 100% honest. I haven't loved the makeup of this TCU team all season, especially after Frankie Collins went down with injury. And they've just been inconsistent as of late. The games they've been winning close, by 4 against BYU, by 1 against Kansas State at home. The loss they've been taking to decent teams, Arizona and Houston, some of the best in the country. But I just think as far as this game goes, even with the game being in Fort Worth at TCU, I think this is going to be a closer game than this line would indicate. I think this is going to be a game that comes down potentially to who has the ball last. If this can go up and over 4, closer to maybe 4.5 or 5, it'll definitely be a play on Utah for me, because I do think this is a 3 or 4 point game. But I'm going to take the points with Utah here. This is still a Utah team that can hit their free throws. TCU, 344th in the country in free throw shooting. Overall this season, Utah is 346th, 61.8% from the foul line in conference play, but they're also shooting 50.7% from 2-point range. And they are one of the more point-dependent teams in terms of points coming from the foul line in conference play. So while the percentage isn't good, they still drum up enough free throws that it does become a significant factor of their offense. So I'm going to go with Utah here and potentially put a little bit on Utah money line as well. And that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. Why are Pickdawgz? Check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.